It is that time of the year again. It is time for the annual Jakob Owens Short Horror Film Contest 2020. Over the past 2 years of doing this contest, we've seen some absolutely amazing short films and entries from filmmakers all over the world, like truly impressive films. And so I'm really excited to see what this year's brings, considering some of the limitations and new rules to this year's contest. So really quickly, I'm gonna announce the sponsors and the prizes, and then we'll get into the nitty-gritty of the 3 rules. Every year there's those 3 rules, so we'll get into that in a minute. So first, I want to give big thanks to the sponsors. Obviously, Buff Nerds Media, we have Tropic Color, Prism Lens Effects, Learn Cinematography, Industry Jump, and Epidemic Sound. From those sponsors and myself personally, there's thousands of dollars in cash prizes, as well as a lot of other really cool prizes, such as yearly subscriptions or lifetime subscriptions to different platforms, and just a lot of really cool things. I'll link all of that stuff, the rules, the prizes, the sponsors, everything will be in a downloadable link. It's basically like the contest packet. It breaks down the rules, limitations, prizes, sponsors, everything you would need to know, the submission link. That download is in the video description. So if you ever don't remember, like, oh, what was the rule or what were the prizes, or you need a reference back, you could always obviously reference this video, but that guide, that download link to basically the contest packet will give you everything that you need to know. So since you are watching this video right now, the contest is officially live. We are live. It is September 25th. The deadline for submitting your film is October 25th. I will then personally watch and screen all of the submitted films. Last year, I think we had over 400, hoping we can break that 500 number this year. But I will personally watch every single film, and I will select my top 25 favorite films, and those will be judged and watched by a panel of judges to crown this year's 3 winners for the Jakob Owens Short Horror Film Contest. So your films will be judged in 4 categories, and those categories are 1, the overall story, 2, the cinematography, 3, the scare factor, how scary is it, and 4, the best creative use of the 3 rules. So now it's time. What are the rules of this year's contest? Every year it's different. Every year there's a little bit of a challenge. Last year's challenge was probably the hardest one yet, which was everything in a one take. The whole film had to take place in one take. So without further ado, here are your 3 rules. Number 1, the film cannot exceed 5 minutes of runtime. So from start to finish with your credits, it better not run longer than 5 minutes. And it can be 30 seconds. It could be 1 minute. It could be 2 minutes. Your film could be 10 seconds. As long as you can tell your story in under 5 minutes total runtime, you are good and in the clear. Rule number 2, you must incorporate or use the word pandemic in some way. It could be spoken dialogue. It could be audio you hear over the radio. It could be words on a newspaper. It can be anything that you want it to be. The word pandemic must be used in some creative way. And that's what we're really looking for, in your films and judging your films, is how creatively are you using that keyword pandemic. Obviously, you know why that is this year's challenge word. And rule number 3, the final rule, quarantine style shooting. It all has to take place in one location. So for example, if your film takes place inside of a car, your character cannot leave the car and then go into the street and then walk down the road to a convenience store. That would be multiple locations. Everything needs to take place in one central location. So again, for a little more clarity, if the character in the film starts with them sitting on the couch inside the house, that character in your short film cannot leave the house. Everything needs to be contained, quarantine style, to where your film starts and opens up. Does that make sense? And if I confused anyone earlier talking about the one take, it does not have to be a one take. If you want to make it a one take, great, but you can certainly chop and edit and have your different angles, and it can be 30 shots, it could be 2 shots, it could be 1 shot, whatever it is, the freedom is there. The only 3 rules that apply are the 3 rules I mentioned. So if your question is about music and can we use this music, I don't want to hear any of those questions. Those are your 3 rules. Those are the only 3 rules that you have to follow and abide by in order to have your film accepted and be good to go. This year, I really wanted to take it bigger and better and do something really crazy and rent out a theater and do this whole really kind of almost film festival type contest. But obviously with the way the year played out, we weren't able to do this this year. So hopefully next year we can continue to grow this thing and get it bigger and better and do something really crazy like that. But regardless, I'm just really excited to give you guys a challenge, bring this contest back again, give some filmmakers an opportunity for their work to be seen, to win some awesome prizes from some amazing sponsors, and just to allow you guys to be creative in this time where, you know, a lot of people are having trouble finding work or staying busy. So I really hope this horror film contest brings you guys a lot of fun and you make some really cool pieces out of it. I'm really excited to see the short films. Every year there's been some really, really good ones, and every single year I'm just blown away and shocked. I remember last year when we were watching all the films and all the judges, there were some where everyone literally looked at each other and was like, holy crap, like that was so good. So excited to see what this year brings and all the films that are made because of this contest. Again, all the rules, prizes, sponsors, links for submission, everything you need to know is in the description below. You must download that link to pop up that, you know, that file so you can see how to submit your films, what to title them on YouTube, because you will have to upload to YouTube. You will have to post it to Instagram and tag us to Instagram, tag me on Instagram and the different sponsors and whatnot. So again, that download link is your contest Bible, your contest rule book. Like, follow that thing. Don't mess it up. We've had people not follow the rule book in the past and then their film never gets seen or submitted properly, and I don't want that to happen to any of you who work so hard on the films. So make sure to follow everything in there, and again, refer back to all the rules and the amazing prizes and everything that's going on. I will be announcing the winners November 1st, the day after Halloween, so everyone can go ahead and enjoy their Halloween, and I'll put together a playlist of the top 25 films that do get selected so that everyone who entered can go watch those top 25 and see who made the top cut. And again, and everyone enjoy your Halloween, and then the results from the contest will be posted and announced November 1st. All right, guys, thank you so much. Can't wait to see them. Good luck.